These guys are absolute mixed martial arts machines, and I think he's the best athlete of all of them. So how do you solve that puzzle? That's where I think Paul Hughes becomes so dangerous for Usman, because he has no business calling out someone like Usman Nurmagomedov. He had no business being excited to fight somebody like AJ McKee. But again, he manifests his destiny, and Paul Hughes is not going to go in there intimidated.
I don't know, stranger things have happened. You know, I would definitely like another world title to my name. And I'll tell you what, Usman Nurmagomedov, he's known to pull out of fights, you know. So we'll see. I'll be keeping my eyes on that for sure.
How do you feel you match up with Usman right now?
Smash. No, look, he's a good guy. He's a fantastic fighter, probably one of the best lightweights on the planet.
Usman Nurmagomedov is set to face Paul Hughes next on Saturday, 25th January 2025.
I think this is good for promotion.
Дагестан и вообще кавказский народ, мы воинственный народ. Мы никогда не сдаемся, и нас невозможно победить. И насчет Ирландии, сами подумайте. И история все знает.
As for Ireland, think for yourself. History tells all. I don't know where the he's getting that from.
Undefeated Bellator lightweight world champion Usman Nurmagomedov looks to defend his title against Ireland's Paul Big News Hughes, who is coming off the biggest victory of his MMA career at PFL Battle of the Giants after defeating AJ McKee. Sean O'Connell praised the upcoming match as a fantastic opportunity for Ireland, expressing his belief that Paul Hughes has what it takes to secure the win. O'Connell sees Hughes as a skilled and powerful fighter, and he's confident that the Irish fighter will rise to the occasion and emerge victorious in the PFL event.
This is probably Ireland's best opportunity to get a big win in that rivalry and make it a real competition rivalry.
Paul Hughes confidently declared that he would defeat Usman with ease in their upcoming PFL event, claiming that he has the skill and capacity to dominate the fight. His bold statement has already sparked plenty of excitement, with fans eager to see how he backs up his words inside the cage.
No, look, he's a good guy. He's a fantastic fighter, probably one of the best lightweights on the planet. But so am I. You know, and stylistically, I've watched his fights, and I think I'm a really, really nice style to beat him. Like, I absolutely know I would have his number, and I would take him to deep waters, and I would take him into a scrap. Because what people don't know, I can wrestle. You've seen like a little glimpse of it. I know he'd be for the legs early, and I'd be defending, and putting a pace on him and scrapping. So I know I have his number, but we'll see.
Set to kick off the post-Bellator era at PFL Road to Dubai Champions Series on January 25th. Undefeated Bellator lightweight champion Usman Nurmagomedov spoke with MMA KO's Drew Beaupre about his opponent Paul Hughes and the opportunity to headline a huge event in Dubai. Usman's trainer Khabib Nurmagomedov praised the relentless spirit and skill of Dagestani fighters, emphasizing how their unique training and discipline make them a force to be reckoned with in MMA. He specifically highlighted Usman Nurmagomedov, noting that his training has been exceptional and that he's more than prepared to showcase his dominance in the cage.
You know, so many organizations, they don't even sign Dagestan fighters because they worry about like everybody can become champion.
Meanwhile, Paul Hughes didn't hold back when responding to Khabib Nurmagomedov's recent comments about the level of MMA in Ireland and Hughes himself. Addressing the criticism, Hughes expressed his confidence, stating that once he wins, it will be a satisfying told you so moment. While he admitted that the competitor in him enjoys the challenge, he made it clear that Khabib's opinion doesn't bother him. Hughes also shared his excitement about signing with PFL, calling it an easy decision and a big step in his career.
Last night, this clip comes out of Khabib saying like, Paul Hughes, like level of MMA in Ireland's like terrible, all this kind of stuff, and I know that he'll be in his corner. I think whenever I win, and I'll just be like, told you so. That'll be pleasurable, you know, but that's the competitor in me. I don't even care what his opinion is. to be honest. I don't give a bollocks.
Hughes signed with the PFL last year and scored an upset win over former Bellator title holder AJ McKee at PFL Super Fights, Battle of the Giant in October. While he isn't underestimating big news by any means, Nurmagomedov is confident that he'll dominate their fight in every aspect. Usman said, "You know, with AJ McKee, it was like a very close fight. But with me, I'm not AJ McKee. I'm different. If he wants to strike, I can strike with him. If you want to grapple, I can grapple. Wrestle, judo, Muay Thai, doesn't matter. Any discipline, I can compete with him and I can beat him there. Because you know, not I can, I will beat him there. And I will maul this guy all 5 rounds. It's not gonna even be a close fight." Recent comments from Usman's cousin and UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov about the quality of Irish MMA compared to Dagestan drew a response from Hughes, but Usman himself is happy to just focus on the task at hand. Nurmagomedov responded when asked if he paid any attention to Hughes, "No. Their job, other guys, their job talking. I'm doing my job now. We're different." The last couple years have seen the Middle East grow into a major combat sports hub, and after the PFL made multiple trips to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for major events last year, Nurmagomedov is thrilled to headline the promotion's first trip to Dubai, UAE on January 25th. Usman stated, "For me, this is a big honor to be the main event in Dubai, the first event this year, and this event in Dubai is for me a very big honor. I'm very happy, and in Dubai, I love Dubai. After Dagestan, this is my #1 place in the world. I always love to go back to Dubai and stay there. They have amazing people, a very good place. I love it. I'm really happy to be one of the people opening the first card in Dubai, inshallah. Help me a lot. I'm gonna be in a good fight and start the year off very well." Usman Nurmagomedov shared his thoughts on the ongoing merger between PFL and Bellator, expressing his satisfaction with how things are progressing. He mentioned that everything is going smoothly for him personally, as he's staying busy and focused. Usman added, "For me, everything is going smoothly when it comes to the merger of PFL and Bellator. I'm staying busy, that's all I need. And also very happy that they're developing new talents. They're doing the Middle East, that region, and obviously that's gonna mean a lot of new fighters will come out, a lot of new talent will come from those regions, which is really great, and I'm welcoming that." Nurmagomedov is still just 26 years old and figures to be a major star for the PFL now that the promotion has fully absorbed Bellator's roster, but for the moment, the undefeated lightweight isn't looking beyond his headlining title fight with Hughes. Nurmagomedov is undefeated in 19 pro bouts and has successfully defended his Bellator belt twice. A third defense against Brent Primus was overturned to a no contest when Nurmagomedov later failed a drug test. He is currently the #6 lightweight in the MMA Fighting Global Rankings. Hughes has had a banner 2024 campaign, going 3-0 with wins in Bellator and PFL. He made his league debut this past October, earning a hard-fought split decision over AJ McKee at the Battle of the Giants event to become just the second fighter to hand McKee a loss. Usman Nurmagomedov claimed he can smash Paul Hughes and potential cornerman Conor McGregor. This drama has erupted as the Bellator lightweight champion Usman, with his cousin Khabib Nurmagomedov in his corner, is scheduled to fight Irishman Paul Hughes later this month. As the cousins were teaming up, Hughes called for the backup of McGregor in his corner. McGregor has stated his intention to be at the event, but it is unknown in what capacity. Nurmagomedov has a record of 18-0, but some fans believe Hughes could be the one to give the Dagestani his first loss.
Успех не бывает просто так. В него вкладывают душу, деньги, здоровье и мысли.
Especially after a well-earned split decision win against AJ McKee, despite being the underdog. In an interview, Nurmagomedov said, "It's not a tough challenge, let's be honest. The toughest challenge in my career was my last fight. This guy is not a tough challenge. Who said AJ is McKee a tough guy? Maybe for Hughes, but not for me." When asked about McGregor, he replied, AJ McKee is a small, short guy. Paul Hughes is too. Look at this guy's fights, and then look at my fight with Alexander Shabley. Then you will understand our level. It doesn't matter. Even if Conor comes to the cage, I can smash both these guys. I don't care. MMA fans are waiting eagerly for Saturday 25th January in Dubai, when the big news attempts to erase Usman's undefeated status. Khabib added fuel to the fire as he claimed Ireland don't have fighters other than Hughes and McGregor. The fight has been billed as Ireland versus Dagestan 2, attempting to recapture some of the excitement of when Khabib defeated McGregor in 2018. One of the most iconic MMA bouts in the sport's history, it is remembered best for the brawl that followed. Khabib, unsatisfied with his 4th round victory over the Irishman, sparked the altercation, which resulted in a 9-month suspension and a $500,000 fine for the legendary fighter. By the end of this month, Dagestan could have 2 UFC champions if Islam Makhachev can defend his belt against Renato Moicano at UFC 311 and Omar Nurmagomedov, brother of Usman, defeats Merab Dvalishvili on the same card. They have been tearing through MMA thanks to their close-knit relationship and training. So close in fact, Usman named Khabib's late father, Abdul Manap, the MMA GOAT over the likes of John Jones, because he had a big impact on the rise of the Dagestani fighters as their head coach. The next promising fighter out of the Republic of Ireland is Ian Gary, but he derailed on his journey to the UFC welterweight strap after a unanimous decision loss to Shavkat Rakhmonov. PFL will debut in the United Arab Emirates with a big lightweight headliner. Bellator lightweight champion Usman Nurmagomedov meets Paul Hughes in the road to Dubai. Champions Series main event January 25th at Coca-Cola Arena, promotion officials announced Wednesday morning. The matchup is being labeled Dagestan versus Ireland 2, a reference to Khabib Nurmagomedov's historic rivalry with Conor McGregor. After coming up big as an underdog against AJ McKee this past October at PFL Battle of the Giants, Hughes invited McGregor to corner him for a potential fight with Nurmagomedov. Hughes has won his past 7 in a row.
Oh, pro mixed martial arts, I'm telling you, it is Olympic level fitness. Olympic level fitness. Fighting is fitness in many, many, many ways. And I tell you what, you gotta go to them dark places to build that. And that's where I fucking live. Them dark places.
Paul Hughes is leaving no stone unturned as he trains harder than ever for his upcoming showdown with Usman Nurmagomedov. Determined to prove himself on the big stage, Hughes is pushing his limits, sharpening his skills, and preparing to defy expectations. His relentless dedication shows he's ready to bring the fight of his life, ensuring he's more than just an underdog in this clash of titans. Nurmagomedov, who is 26 years old, retained his lightweight title in a unanimous decision win against Alexander Shabley in September. Prior to that, Nurmagomedov's title win over Brent Primus at Bellator 300 was overturned to a no contest by the California State Athletic Commission due to a failed drug test in October. The Professional Fighters League, the only MMA promotion with a regular season and playoff format, is set to expand its global footprint and run events next year in Dubai. The PFL also owns Bellator, which it bought in 2023, and will promote its fighters as well in the Champions Series World Title event scheduled for January 25th, 2025 at Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai's City Walk. Bellator lightweight champion Usman Nurmagomedov will defend his title against Paul Hughes in the main event. PFL struck a deal with the Dubai Department of Economy and Tourism and the Dubai Sports Council to hold fights in the United Arab Emirates. As part of the deal, PFL will look to sign Emirati fight prospects. PFL's purchase of MMA rival Bellator was aided in part by Saudi Arabia's recent purchase of PFL. The purchase for a relatively modest $100 million by Saudi-backed SRJ Sports Investments ensured ensured mixed martial arts events would take place in that country. Paul Hughes expressed strong confidence in his ability to defeat Usman Nurmagomedov, emphasizing his readiness to dominate the fight and secure a decisive victory. He compared Usman's striking to his previous opponent, AJ, and suggested that Usman's technique isn't as refined. Hughes also highlighted his near knockout moments in his last fight as proof of his capability to finish fights.
We all know who's next. We all know who's next. Usman Nurmagomedov is next. We all know that. Right, let's go. Let's do this. Smash him. Smash him, walk him down and put punches on him like that. I mean, how many times did I hurt AJ there? As I say, very, very close to knocking him out a few times. Usman, I think 100% I'll get him out of there. I don't think he's as clean as a striker as AJ is. Look, Conor, someone clip this. Conor, I want you in my corner for that fight. 100%. How cool would that be? You know, it really I mean, we might need some extra security that night. Oscar, talk to the man. We might need some more security, but I'm down for it. I think it'll be fun.
In addition, Hughes added excitement to the potential bout by sharing his desire to have Conor McGregor in his corner, envisioning the energy and intensity it would bring to the event. He even playfully suggested that extra security might be needed for such a high-profile occasion. Hughes is gearing up to make a statement and show the world what he's capable of in this matchup. The agreement allowed the PFL to encroach into the UFC's Middle East territory. The UFC regularly holds events in Abu Dhabi. On a larger scale, the investment into PFL fits into Saudi Arabia's overall strategy of having a major presence in the sports world, while putting forward the message that it is a much more open society, particularly as it relates to women's rights. As the highly anticipated showdown between Usman Nurmagomedov and Paul Hughes approaches, the stakes have never been higher. Both fighters are bringing their best to the cage, with Hughes ready to prove his skills and power, while Nurmagomedov looks to continue his dominant streak. This battle promises to be an exciting clash of styles, and we can't wait to see who will come out on top. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any updates.